Okay, so do you see this? That tree? There we go. That tree is what I'm about to climb up. I've already put in a few nails to help me climb up the first steps. There's just a singular step. Me and my mate Ted have already attempted to build a treehouse in this thing years ago, but now we've stepped it up a notch. We've kind of moved on to paracord and blah 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 blah, and here's me now going to climb this tree higher than I have ever climbed before. And in this case, I'm going to have the phone on my head. So here goes. Cut to me climbing up this tree. First person view. Right, here we go. Alright, no, this head strap is messing up my hair. But, whatever. All in the pursuit of content, as what they say. Alright, we're good. Oh, it's a bit... whatever, I don't care. Alright, put on the gloves. Okay, dokey. Here we go. As you see, you can see some footsteps here and here. This was made years ago by me and Ted with an axe and a saw. This was very recent, as in like, I don't know, 10 minutes ago. Just a handheld, just so I can better climb up. So, foot goes here, hand goes here, grab another foot down here, and then here we go. And I see the nails there. Can put my foot here so I can actually fully get up. This is pretty much designed only for someone who is within the 6 foot range. If you are any lower than like 5'9", you're gonna start to really struggle to climb up this tree. At least at that first stage for sure. Actually, at every stage of this tree, realistically. None of it is really designed for a short person. So it's exclusively for people who are not kids, which is good, because you wouldn't want kids climbing what me and my mate are hopefully about to build up here. It'll be visible but not accessible unless you are old enough to do so. Okay, I gotta concentrate here. As you can see, more footholds made again years ago. Foot there, foot here. Lift my body up, change foot, go around the branch, and sit on the branch. Now I can catch my breath. Now you see this thing? This looks dead as shit, because it is. But it is really strong, much stronger than you would expect. Bearing in mind, now if I give it a good whack here, it'd probably wiggle, but yeah, a little bit of wiggle. But if I double tap here, that's not going anywhere. I can put my full body weight and jump within this subsection. Strong as shit. That's what the great thing about these trees are, is that any branch that dies, as long as it's relatively thick, the dead standing pieces, they'll be really strong and extend out, their strength will extend out quite far. So you can be relatively confident in the things you're grabbing. It doesn't mean you can have full confidence. This thing, as you see, is half, and yet I can, at least if I put my hand here, like, put my whole, I could probably, not going to, but whole body weight, as long as I grab as close to the stem as possible. I'm not going to do it because that's stupid, but you get the gist. Right, climbing up higher. Grab you, check you. We're good. Foot there. Whole body. Okay, and back. Now, okay, and now round. Yeah. Okay, gotta think a bit more about now. Where am I gonna put my feet? Just gonna chillax for a bit. I'm almost getting to the point where I want to demonstrate. As you can see, another demonstration of strength of dead branches. This thing is absolutely dead, but the cutoff point is for strength is about here. This spot I wouldn't trust, but here I can put my full body weight on. See? Absolute full body weight. Not going to do actually full body weight because, again, don't push your luck. Test that one. Good. Now a bit of actually an awkward position. Got to switch my body around. There we go. It's a bit better. Grab you. Am I in a good position? In honesty, maybe it's not quite the exact same way I climbed the tree the last time. You know what? No, I don't feel comfortable like that. This is not the same way I climbed the tree the last time. How did I do this last time? Have you? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. Now we're cooking. Okay. Here we go. Right. Okay, here is that. Now we're in the position, I believe the exact position I wanted to demonstrate. Alright, so now you see this. You see this beautiful bit of tree branchery. I don't know really what to call it, but this is the height that I, and I hope my mate, can decide that we're gonna start building. Now, you may think to yourself, Alex, how in the absolute fuck are you going to go from here to there without killing yourself? Now that is a good question. The answer is a singular, very strong branch, or beam. Yeah, a beam. So singular beam is relatively easy to bring up. It's when you have to bring many beams this high that it becomes too obstructive to your own efforts. So bring one singular, strong as fuck beam it from there to here, crisscross, bang bang. And now that doesn't solve your problem. It doesn't mean you can actually cross yet, because you need 2 feet to cross without for safety reasons and not wanting to die. But then there's paracord. So now you've got your beam. Now you've got this, which is grabbable from my position. So paracord, beam, attached to beam. Now I've got paracord to hold on to plus beam. Still not enough. Then you have second beam, which is going to have to be a bit fangle-dangled, angled. But at the same time, just 2 beams, then a bit of paracord, and other things that me and my mate are probably going to have to figure out, really, because, I can't think of it all right on the spot. But nonetheless, it is crossable. Once crossed, you can see the potential. So this thing right here, it is living. Like maybe these parts are not living like that, but like following on forward, it goes up and it goes into the skylight where it has living, leaves and whatever you want to call them. So therefore, this is strong as fuck. And realistically, don't want to push it, but you can put a beam from all the way over there, to all the way over there, to all the way over there, to all the way over there, and make a massive square perimeter of beams, and then crisscross with paracord and make yourself a nice little net. And from there you can work your way, because from that point we'll have a crossable way from here to there, a net all around there, and from that point, the sky is the limit. Or the tree is the limit, which I do think this is kind of the limit of the tree. Theoretically, no, this specific tree, I'm actually a limit of what is possible with this tree in terms of practicality of height. That tree, though, as you can see, is what I would like to call the magnum opus. That is the final form. Now, as you can see, this tree is one of those trees where, how do you climb it? That's something that has to be figured out. Now, nails is one thing, but you're going to have some long, thick nails, and you know, you got to build some trust in your own skill to even attempt this specific one. But this one is step 2, phase 2 of Project Orion. I don't know why I called it Orion. I'm just gonna call it that for now. Get the idea. But as you know, as you can see, I'm high as fuck. This is probably, no, this will be the highest project me and Ted will make, or have made, or will make so far. Last project was, I want to say 5 foot or 10 foot lower. I mean, this is high. Last one, when I looked down, I would give it about 15 foot. So this is about 20, 25. Again, this is all guesstimation. I'd actually have to get a bit of paracord and dangle it down and then measure it out, which I'm not going to do because I can't be bothered. But, you know, as you can see, if I fell from here, I would absolutely die. Which is fun stuff. Either ways, I don't know what I'm going to do from here because I don't really have a helping hand. It's kind of hard to do stuff alone with this project. But this is the beginnings. So now I'm climbed down, which is easier said than done. I've already climbed down once because I had to climb up once to figure out if this was even possible. So here's me climbing down. Yeah. And then I down to here, grabbed round the tree, I grabbed you, and I went down here. Yeah, okay. I've already climbed down this tree once now, so I get a sort of relatively pretty good gist of how to do it again. So it's a lot faster. For the first time, climbing down a tree from this height is a lot slower, as safety comes first, as I personally don't like the idea of dying. which may seem a little contradictory to all those who are watching who have never climbed a tree or not used to heights, as this sounds, or what I'm doing sounds like I'm asking for death. But asking for death is doing things that you can personally consider from own experience to be risky. This is, yes, risky, but I have tested everything, double, triple checked everything. Anything that seems unreasonable or beyond or has the potential to kill me, I will not do. So, you know, you may not have faith in that little foothold, but I do, because I've got the experience. Now I've got to focus. Okay. Sit down on this branch. That was it. Yep. Woo. Now this is a good position. Look, no hands. Woo. Woo. Beautiful. Okay. And I grabbed you. Yep. And I grabbed you. Mm-hmm. Now, I've got to dangle, switch feet. Now, then, like so. Whoop. Now, grab around the tree. I have no idea how I actually managed to climb this tree back when I was, 19? Something like that, 19. Up as high as I just did. Because I have climbed this tree when I was 19 up to as high as I did. Although back then, give me a sec, I was a lot more afraid of heights. Because, you know, fear of heights is a good thing until you get used to it, because now you have the experience. So I did not have the experience back then. I don't know how I managed to do that, because I grew about an extra 0.2 2 feet. We're between the ages of 19 and now, which I'm 22 now, so I'm that little bit taller, which makes climbing this easier. And that was relatively hard right now, and I'm again 0.2 feet taller than I was. Anyway, yeah, it's always that hard, weird part. It's like where you put your foot. I think it was down here, right? Yeah, it was. Hand here, foot there, hand here, and kind of there. Yeah. Whew. All right. And so here would be the jump part, which you wouldn't, you don't really want to do, which is where the nails come in. I can, where are those nails? Lean over, put my foot on the nails, sort of swing from this, dangle, and there we go. Bada boom, bada bing. And that is the story of climbing that. And now here's me that's it's over and out.